Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about solving quadratic equations by factoring. And then later on class, we will find the roots. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now in our example for today class, we have the value of A, we have the value of B, and we have the value of C. Of course, our A value is 1. Understood that there's 1 here. If you didn't see any number before x squared, understood to be 1. So we have A, we have B, and we have C. Now, if the value of A class is just 1, and we have the value of B and C, it's easy for us class to factor this out. So let's start with number 1 class. First thing to do, you put 2 parentheses. Alright, and then you put 2x. So x and x, copy equals sign, and then 0. Now, once you have that one class, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 18. When you combine the two numbers, you will get positive 11. So once again, you find two numbers that when you multiply, you will get 18. When you combine, you will get positive 11. So you write 18 class and you get the factors of 18. Okay, once again, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 18. What are those numbers, sir? We have 1 times 18. If we multiply 1 times 18, we get 18, right? What else, class? We have 2 times 9. 2 times 9, that is 18, right? What else, class? We have 3 and 6. If we multiply 1 and 18, we get 18. If we multiply 2 and 9, we get 18. If we multiply 3 and 6, we get 18. Once again, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 18. When you combine the two numbers, you will get positive 11. So what do you think, class, is the answer? That's correct. It should be 2 and 9, right? If we combine 1 and 18, 1 plus 18, that would be 19. Of course, we cannot get 11. We can get positive 18 if we multiply, but if we combine 1 plus 18, that would be 19. We cannot get 11. How about for 3 and 6? If we multiply 3 times 6, that's 18. That's correct, that's 18. But if we add, if we combine, do we get positive 11? Nope. 3 plus 6 is just 9. So therefore, we cannot use this one. We need to select 2 and 9. Because if we multiply 2 times 9, that's 18. If we combine 2 plus 9, that's 11. Therefore, this will be the factors class. There will be positive 2 and positive 9. So, you put positive 2 and then positive 9. Almost done, class. Once you're done with that, you equate this one into 0. So you copy this one, x plus 2 equals 0. So this will be x plus 2 equals 0. The other one, there will be x plus 9 equals 0. So x plus 9 equals 0. So to get the value of x, you simply transpose positive 2 from left to right. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. This will be x equals, this is positive 2, it will be negative 2. The other one, we have x equals, this is positive 9. Once you transpose, it will be negative 9. That's it, class. All set. X of 1 is negative 2. X of 2 is negative 9. Alright, so once again, class, you can interchange. You can have x plus 9 first and then x plus 2. That's actually the same answer, class. So you can have x plus 9 and the other factor x plus 2. You will have the same answer, class. Alright, that's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. Easy, right, for this one? So that's the thing there, class. If you have given A, that is 1. And you have the value of B and C. Once again, class, if you want to learn more about factoring, class, we do have another video, class, especially for this one, class. For numbers 5 and 6, if A is greater than 1, this will be quite complicated, class, but once again, class, we explain this one step by step in another video, and I will just put the link on the description down below. Alright, let's answer number 2, class. Once again, you put 2 parentheses. Alright, and then equals 0. You put 2x. And then you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get negative 15. You will get the value of C, which is negative 15. When you combine, you will get negative 2. So, once again, you copy negative 15. And then, what are the factors of 15, class? Of course, class, one number should be negative. Okay, one number should be negative, class, because we have negative constant. We have negative 15. If we multiply negative times positive, the answer is negative. If we multiply positive times negative, the answer is negative. Therefore, class, one number should be negative because negative times positive is negative. Positive times negative is negative. Alright, so we have, what are the factors of 15? We have 1 times 15. And then we have, what else, class? Factors of 15. That's correct. That would be 3 times 5. Once again, one number should be negative. So if we select negative 1, can we get negative 2, class, for negative 1 and 15? Can we get negative 2? When we multiply negative 1 times 15, that would be negative 15, right? Negative 1 times 15, that would be negative 15. If we combine unlike signs, once again, class, if the signs are not the same, we subtract, right? We subtract and then copy the sign of the larger number, negative 1 and then positive 15. If we combine, they don't have the same sign. We subtract 15 minus 1, that's 14. And 15 is greater than 1, we have positive 14. So it is impossible, class, for us to get negative 2. Negative 1 and positive 15 are too far away to get negative 2. Therefore, we will not select this one, class. Now, how about 3 and 5, class? One number should be negative because we have negative 15. Okay, one number should be negative because we have negative 15. How about if we select negative 3 and positive 5? Let's multiply, class, negative 3 and then positive 5. Negative 3 multiplied by positive 5. Do we get negative 15? Yep. Negative times positive is negative. 3 times 5 is 15. Negative 15. If we combine negative 3 combined with positive 5, do we get negative 2 if we combine? Nope. We cannot get negative 2 because if the signs are not the same, we subtract 5 minus 3 is 2. Now 5 is greater than 3. We copy the plus sign. That would be positive 2. So it should be positive 3 and then negative 5. Okay, let's try that one, class. Positive 3, negative 5. Positive 3 multiplied by negative 5. Yep. Do we get negative 15? Yep. We get negative 15. If we combine positive 3 and then combine with negative 5, if the signs are not the same, we subtract 5 minus 3 is 2 and then copy the sign of the larger number. Copy negative sign. Alright, so we get negative 2. Therefore, it should be positive 3, then negative 5. So plus 3 and then minus 5. Once again, class, you can interchange. You can have x minus 5 and then x plus 3. It's up to you, class, which do you prefer. You will have the same answer, class. So once again, positive 3, then negative 5. Alright, so let's equate this one into 0. So this will be x. This one, class, x plus 3 equals 0. So x plus 3 equals 0. And the other one, x minus 5 equals 0. And then we transpose positive 3 from left to right. This is positive 3. It will be negative 3. So x sub 1, or the first root, that would be negative 3. So x equals negative 3. That's our first answer. Our second answer, we transpose negative 5 from left to right. Alright, so x equals... So negative 5, we transpose, it will be positive 5. That's it, plus x sub 2 is positive 5. All set for number 2. Easy, right? For number 2. Let's have number 3. So, once again, put 2 parentheses because our a value is just 1. Then equals 0. You put 2x. And then you find factors of 16. That when you multiply, you will get 16. When you combine, you will get negative 8. What are those factors of 16? So we have 1 times 16, 2 times 8, right? 2 times 8, and then 4 times 4. 4 times 4, that is 16. Any other number, class, for 16? 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and then 4 times 4. No other number. So we have positive 16. So let's check, class. If we combine 1 and 16, do we get negative 8? Nope. It is impossible for us to get negative 8. Even if we subtract 16 minus 1, that's 15. If we add 16 plus 1, that's 17. Too far away, class, to get negative 8. Therefore, we cannot use this one. About 2 and 8, class. Do we get negative 8? If we combine 2 and 8, that would be positive 10, right? 2 plus 8, that's positive 10. We need to get negative 8. If we subtract 8 minus 2, that would be 6. Therefore, we cannot use this one. How about 4 and 4 class? If we combine positive 4 and positive 4, do we get negative 8? Nope. Positive 4 combined with positive 4, that would be positive 8. Now, since this is negative 8, can we try negative 4 and then negative 4 class? How about negative 4 and negative 4? Do we get negative 8? Okay, let's multiply. Negative 4 multiplied by negative 4. Negative times negative. Do we get positive 16? Yup, we will get positive 16. Now, how about if we combine class? Negative 4 combined with negative 4. Do we get negative 8? Yup, we will get negative 8. Because if we combine both negatives, once again, you have negative 4 combined with negative 4. If the signs are the same, simply copy the sign, then you will add the numbers. Once again, negative 4 minus 4, that would be negative 8. So therefore, we will be using negative 4 and negative 4. Okay, negative 4 combined with negative 4, you will get negative 8. So this will be minus 4 and then minus 4. Alright, so once you have that one, you equate this one into 0. So this will be x minus 4 equals 0. And then x minus 4 equals 0. So we transpose this one. Alright, and then transpose this one. So this will be x equals, this is negative 4, it will be positive 4. So x sub 1 is positive 4, our first root. And the other one, we transpose this one, this is negative, it will be positive. So x equals positive 4. That's it, class, all set. Our answer is positive 4 and positive 4. X sub 1 is positive 4. X sub 2 is positive 4. Alright, and then you try this one, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. Let's have number 4. Let's try x squared minus 3x. Alright, so x squared minus 3x minus 28 equals 0. So you get the roots, class, you factor this out, and then you find the roots. And then for number 5, that would be x squared minus 16x plus 64 equals 0. Alright, so you try that one, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic for today. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, class, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.